Hello, my name's Bruce. I'm making a series of videos to sort of document my journey in learning to play the guitar, and I'm calling the series An Old Fart's Guitar Journey. I'm 67 years old. I've played drums most of my life and had a few piano lessons when I was very young. And I've always liked guitar, but never taken the time to learn it. And sort of a combination of my age and retirement, having time, and not being able to travel because of COVID and New Year's resolution or whatever, I decided here, this is the 7th of January 2022, to learn guitar. And part of that was stimulated by stumbling. I follow various guitar things on Instagram because I like listening and seeing beat guitar, and because of that saw an ad for Guitar Mastery Method. Those of you who follow them or know about them, guitarmasterymethod.com, I think it is. Charlie is the initiator, and there are several teachers, and one of them is Eddie. And Eddie, I saw an ad of him showing what you can do with just 2 strings on an electric guitar, and I was flabbergasted at how good he could make it sound with just 2 strings, and I thought, hell, even I can do that. So I signed up for their course even before I bought or ordered a guitar, and started watching it, and was even more impressed. Did research on different guitars and prices and stuff, and ended up ordering an Epiphone Les Paul Studio. Now that in itself was a bit of an adventure. Initially I went to musiciansfriends.com, actually based on a recommendation, a link from Guitar Mastery, and they have a great selection of all kinds of musical instruments and everything remotely related to musical instruments and hardware, and decided, well, it's just as easy to order from them. Now I live in Canada. They said they provided the prices in Canadian dollars and said they'd ship it here. So I ordered a guitar and an amp and cables and guitar picks, a guitar strap, the whole 9 yards from them, following their website saying all the items I ordered, it said on their website they were in stock and ready to be shipped. Unfortunately, once I placed my order and they took the money off my Visa card, I get this email saying, no, the guitar is back ordered till sometime in April, I think it was, or something like that. And so I wasn't particularly happy with that, but I'm not quite sure how the computer system could send me an email very quickly saying that guitar is not available, but their website wasn't updated. I do realize that takes more serious programming, but anyway, regardless. So I ended up canceling that order for the guitar. I found supplier in Canada quite close to me that was the same price in Canadian, and so I got it from them, and it's just arrived today. This is the 7th. I started ordering the guitar on the 3rd of January. So I've been looking at Guitar Mastery's lessons. I started off in the Guitar Mastery 101 course taught by Charlie, which is very, very good, and then I realized there's the guitar blueprint thing taught by Eddie, which is essentially the same course. It's just it's sort of an updated version, as I understand it, and there definitely is the main update I like the best is Eddie's use of split screen. That technology probably wasn't available when Charlie made the first versions, so you can really see. It zooms in. There's 4 screens on the one screen, zooming in on what his right hand's doing, zooming in on what his left hand's doing, and showing you exactly where he's putting his fingers. And below shows the so-called tab writing for guitars, and then the picture of him talking. So you can see it all in one screen, and that's really, really useful. So they make it very clear in that course that don't jump ahead. Trust us, you need everything we tell you. You need to master as you go along, so that you get all the basics. Because I didn't have a guitar when I started the course, it just arrived today. I went ahead and listened to the course about 1/3 of the way through the course, through all the basics part, and even started on the next part. Um, I found that really useful because I realized then, when they start talking about core chords, I think it's the second lesson or something, and they tell you these are really important to learn these shapes because you use them a lot later. And then when you go on and see how much they are used and get a better idea of how it goes together, they're not kidding. You need to pay attention. So the objective here is to record my journey. I plan to take a video once a week and maybe post them, or maybe make a summary once a month and post them under Old Fart's Guitar Journey, and probably post them on Guitar Mastery Methods, their group on Facebook. Now, some of the things Charlie and Ed talked about in the course is the importance of having an objective, making a commitment. There's a written thing in Ed's course. I solemnly swear to follow this course and do all of it and do my best and become the best guitar player I can. That's paraphrasing, but that's the gist of it. And they encourage you to write that down and have a piece of paper in front of you. I confess I haven't actually written it down yet, but anyway, I will, I promise. And then Charlie talks a lot about having a goal, and it's it's common knowledge that yes, when you write down your intent and have it in front of you and kind of make a promise to yourself, and better still to others, that you're going to do this, you're more likely to follow through, at least further than you would if you're just wandering around. And similarly, if you have a specific goal that you're striving towards, you'll more likely to succeed. So my goals are, I want to, by the end of a year from now, by end of December 2022, I want to be able to play really good sounding blues on my guitar by myself, and just improvise and have really good sounding blues on my guitar by myself. And if I can jam with other people, that'd be great. But that's my main goal. There maybe are some specific riffs I'd like to do. I mean, because I got blank now on the specific riffs. But anyway, that, and I want to do it in a specific way. As Charlie mentions, it's not original to him, but it's not that practice makes perfect, it's that perfect practice makes perfect. So I'm going to strive very hard, because I'm starting. I swear I have never played a note on electric guitar. I vaguely remember holding an acoustic guitar in my arms when I was, 10 or something, somebody else's guitar, and kind of strummed away, but didn't have a clue what I was doing, and thought it was all those strings and all those frets, And then I was also mad over drums, so I just focused on drums and percussion through high school, and then after university, sold my drums at the end of high school so I could go to university, and then after university, got drums again, and now I've switched to electric drums, so that when the time comes and I want to move into a condo out of my house, out of this basement bedroom, which is a combination of storage room, junk room, music room, and exercise room. Anyway, I'll be able to take my drums with me and play them in a condo. So I have that history with respect to music, percussion, and a few piano lessons for a couple of years when I was very young. But beyond that, I have never played a guitar. And as I say, I was blown away by what Eddie showed you could do with just 2 strings, and by dividing the 6 strings into 3 sets of 2, I was flabbergasted. I thought, well, hell, even I can do that. So I ordered this guitar, and you were going to see the very first note I play on the guitar. Unfortunately, the amplifier and cables and everything else I ordered aren't here yet. Okay, they're still not here from U.S. I live in Canada, Ontario, Canada. But the guitar I bought from a Canadian supplier just arrived today. So you are going to see me open it and see me play the very first note on it. I don't even have a guitar pick. I'm going to use a quarter as a guitar pick. Okay, so here we go. Excuse me, I turn my back to you. This is a Epiphone. Not the start. If you can see this, all wrapped. Accessories. So as I said, this is a Epiphone Les Paul style studio version for about $500 US and about $650 Canadian. I don't know if you can see that. Epiphone Les Paul Studio. I got it in black. Originally I wanted the wine red with gold hardware, but that was back ordered. So there it is. This is the first time I've touched this, the first time I've held an electric guitar in my hands, I think. So that's pretty cool. As I said, I don't even have an amp, so you'll hear my first note is without an amp. So since I'm going to record, or hope to record, every week, I'm going to call this week 0. And then a week from now, having gone as far as I can along the lessons for guitar mastery, see where I am in a week, record what I can do then, and so on. And as I say, post those. I'm not sure if I'll post all of them, but some of them. So my objective is to play blues and be able to improvise. That's sort of the big objective, and I want to see where I am a year from now. But I want to get there by doing perfect practice, okay? So not learning any bad habits, follow all the good habits that the Guitar Mastery Program Blueprint is teaching me, as opposed to all the bad habits I learned on my drums, you know, and then you try to fix your bad habits. So I will be picking the way they want. I've already studied and know the parts of the guitar and the strings, and have a feel for the logic of how things work, and the picking. So I'm going to start at lesson 1, but I've already viewed the majority of the lessons, at least all the basics, before I even start. And hopefully I'll get my amp in the not too distant future. So this is out of the box, so it's not tuned, but I'm going to play my first ever note on a guitar on this string, which is mostly the E string. I have no idea if it's actually tuned to E now, and I don't even have a guitar pick, so I'm using a good old Canadian quarter as a pick. But I'm going to try and hold it the way they say, which is point your finger down towards the strings, and press it against kind of your knuckle, and put your palm kind of here, and brush over the string. I don't know if you can hear that. So that's the first ever note I played on a guitar, and it's on the E string. I have no idea if it's actually E because it's not tuned yet, and it's with a quarter, but there you go. So let's see where I'm at in a week from now. Thanks for watching. Bye now.